Daf Yomi, Tractate Bava Batra, page 148a, top of the page with the words Shchiv Meira. That word has been coming up a lot lately, Shchiv Meira. It means someone on their deathbed. 642 in Gematria. Okay. Alright, Shchiv Meira. שאמר תנו הלבוסי לפלויני הלבוסי לפלויני באפל גב דליסי בברי רב פאפה אומר הויל ויורש יורשו. With regard to a person on his deathbed who says, give the loan owed to me to so-and-so as a gift, the loan owed to him is acquired by so-and-so, and this is the halacha, despite the fact that this does not apply in the case of a healthy person, as one cannot transfer a loan to a third party without a promissory note. Rav Papa says, in this case, the halacha of transferring loans differs with regard to a person on his deathbed, since an heir inherits loans without a promissory note, and the sages accorded the gift of a person on his deathbed the halachic status of an inheritance. Rav Acha b'Rabbi Ika Amar Halava Isa b'Bari B'Ked Rav Huna Amar Rav Amar Huna Rav Mana Li B'Yadecho T'neihu L'Ploini B'Ma'amad Shloshton Kone. Rav Acha, the son of Rav Ika, said, a loan without a promissory note can be conferred as a gift by a healthy person. And this is in accordance with that which Rav Huna says that Rav says, as Rav Huna says that Rav says, with regard to one who said to another, I have 100 dinars in your possession, give it to so-and-so. If this was stated in the presence of all three of the parties, the third party acquires the money without an act of acquisition and without the need for witnesses. A dilemma was raised before the sages. Dekel le'echad v'rois le'echad ma'hu. Mi shayal makam peri or lo shayal. Im timsu le'melachal yot lo havi shayal shiol. Ba'atzmoi chutz mi peri roisav ma'hu. A dilemma was raised before the sages with regard to one who gave a palm tree to one person and its fruit to another. What is the halacha? Did he reserve the place of fruit on the tree for the second person in order to give him a tangible object, and therefore the second person acquires the fruit, or did he not reserve it and the second person does not acquire the fruit? Furthermore, if you say that giving the palm tree to one person and giving the fruit to another is not considered reserving the place of the fruit unless this is explicitly stipulated, then if he reserves the fruit for himself, stating that the tree is given to another except for its fruit, what is the halacha? Amar Rav Nachman, im timtzum dekel echad v'poyz v'dachal, lo yahavish yom makam peri, dekel echad v'shal v'poyz v'dachal, lefonav, shem makam peri, my time, kol legabi nafshe be'ayin yofim mishayo. Rav said that Rav Nachman said, even if you say that giving the palm tree to one person and its fruit to another is not considered reserving the place of the fruit for the second person, if he gave the palm tree to one person and reserved the fruit for himself, he also reserved the place of fruit for himself. What is the reason for this distinction? The reason is that anything that one reserves with regard to himself, he reserves generously, and therefore he reserves for himself not only the fruit itself, but also the place of the fruit. Omer Rabbi Abba Lev Ashi Rabbi Abba said to Rav Ashi Anan Ad Rabbi Shimon ben Lakish Masninala They Omer Rabbi Shimon ben Lakish Omer Rabbi Chaveroi Omer Rabbi Menashe Shedioita Yoina Sheli Dioita Yoina Shelo. Rabbi Abba said to Rav Ashi, we learned the aforementioned statement of Rav Nachman with regard to the statement of Rabbi Shimon Lakish concerning a different matter, as Rabbi Shimon Lakish says, In the case of one who sells a house to another and says to him, I am selling the house on the condition that the upper story, the diota, remains mine, the upper story remains his.